Welcome back. I'm here at Tailor Made Pools and Spas, and of course we're talking about, we're getting closer to Christmas, so you need things, you need ideas for people, and another one are the big green egg grills. I guess that's what you would call it. They're quite fascinating. You were kind of explaining to me a little bit about how they operate and who they're probably geared for. But we got to tell the viewers because it sounds pretty cool. So tell us a little bit more about them.
They're really geared for everyone. It's a ceramic egg, and I know there's been some other companies tried to duplicate the egg, and no one has been able to do it. It's a ceramic cooking system that you can use for everything from burgers to steaks to brisket, pizza. We cook our pizza on salt rocks in the egg. It's a true natural way to cook food. There's no carcinogens, there's no gas. It's all cooked with natural charcoal. And I don't know how it does it, but when you cook something on this egg, it just comes out phenomenal. I can tell you, as long as we've been selling eggs, we've never had somebody bring an egg back and say, you know, it doesn't do what you said it was going to do. And people who have an egg and are consistently using it are affectionately called eggheads, and kind of egg nation thing going on. And it's just amazing how many people already have their egg and are just looking for the accessories, which are, once again, make great Christmas presents, great gifts. They're not very expensive, and there's a large range of pricing that you can, go with as far as, where your budget is and what your gifts are. God, I don't know how to explain it to you. Every so often we'll do a cookout here where we'll bring people in and just let them try the food. And that's the real tale of the egg, is to try something cooked on the egg. I have people call me every day, did you try this yet? Whether it be barbecue chicken, even pizza, something that you would normally just throw in the oven, you cook it on the egg and it just comes out with this different flavor. It's a really remarkable cooking system.
And we do want to point out, you said it in the beginning too, it's for everyone. I know a lot of people think, oh, grills for the guys, but everyone can use this.
My wife has no problem. I'll call her, tell her I'm coming home, and she'll say, hey, I'm going to fire up the egg. And she goes out, dumps a little charcoal in, puts a little starter chip in there, and lights it. And when I get home 10 minutes later, the grill's ready to go. And the range of heat that you get out of the ceramic is a big part of it. You can cook something at 200 degrees, or you can sear a steak at 700 degrees. It's amazing. You put a little extra charcoal in, or if you want to smoke something, if you're into smoking, you can use the egg as a smoker, and it will run for 5, 6, 7, 8 hours on a very consistent heat.
Now, do you notice cooking times? Do they speed up a little bit because of the heat, or is it kind of normal times?
I don't see. Once again, if you're cooking at 700 degrees, it's going to cook very quickly. But if it's what your recipe's calling for, because like if you're trying to just throw a few burgers on, you can cook them hot at 400 degrees, and 2 or 3 minutes, your burgers are done. You're ready to go. But the best part is when you pull them off, they're juicy, and all the juices are still inside, and they're cooked. Of course, you'll have to know from a length of time of what degrees you like your burgers or steaks, but it really works. I can't tell you why, but it's a great system.
And like you said, you have not had anybody return it yet, so that's always a good sign.
Never had anyone return an egg. And the thing is, once you're into the egg, you will never go back to a gas grill. It's like it's archaic in comparison, but the real truth of the matter is we were cooking with charcoal grills before we ever got to propane, but this system works. It's just a remarkable system.
All right, sounds good, Steve, but of course we do have to talk about the hot tubs. We are going to get to that next, but for now I'll toss it back to the studio to Doug and Katie.